I want to make this video just to kind of document what life is like right now. For me, for my fiance, Ryan, and I want to talk about the loss and the grief that we personally have been experiencing with the coronavirus outbreak and the stay-at-home order that has gone on for almost a month now. I do want to start off by saying that a lot of people, and dare I say everybody, has been affected by this outbreak in the entire world. And everybody's experiencing some sort of loss and some sort of sacrifice. While I understand that and feel great empathy towards every single person, I also recognize that your loss is your loss and my loss is my loss. And we can't pretend that our loss doesn't exist because everybody else is also feeling loss. It doesn't set some sort of bar where it's like, well, they have loss and I also feel loss, so we're the same. While that is true in the sense that everybody has a shared trauma, it's not the same, and everybody's life is different, everybody's situation is different. So with that being said, this is my account, my personal account of the coronavirus outbreak and how it has affected my life. So I am 23 years old, living in Los Angeles County, East Los Angeles County. I'm looking at the San Gabriel foothills right now. And I've recently graduated with an associate's degree in animation from the Los Angeles Film School, which I'm actually wearing this shirt right now. Before 2020, I had planned to graduate in April and get married in early May and start a new job around that time as well. And all of those things have been made way more difficult considering this world pandemic. My fiance and I have been living together due to just the fact that it's better to be together while we can, and rather than going through this alone in our own houses by ourselves. We already have the house that we were going to live in after we got married, so we figured to just be safe and stay home together. We had to cancel our wedding ceremony and reception that was originally planned for May 3rd, and we have been looking into getting married elsewhere. Currently, California isn't really giving out any sort of marriage licenses or letting us have any sort of large social gathering, which is completely understandable. However, that definitely affects a wedding. So after grieving the loss of my May 3rd ceremony and reception, we decided to get married in Arizona, and that will be happening hopefully next week. I'm not able to make any more plans for my wedding or reception until the whole world knows that this is going to be, it's going to be safe to gather and to have all our loved ones together. I still personally want a wedding ceremony, and that has been my decision to still hold a ceremony and a reception. There are tons of people out there who have come up with such creative ways to have their own wedding experiences, and while those can be very inspiring, they actually overwhelmed me because I still wanted to have a ceremony. Nothing big, but I want to have a flower girl, and I want my parents to be there, and just all these things that I was really looking forward to. I still want them, and so instead of doing it in May, we will just do it whenever we can. So on top of our wedding plans changing, I also finished my associate's degree. It's kind of crazy because I was supposed to be having a graduation ceremony around now, like now. And that didn't happen. Of course not, obviously. And my graduation ceremony has now been pushed to May but I'm personally doubting that that's even going to happen. I'm still moving forward with all of my exit paperwork and all of my graduation forms and hey, pay back your bill forms and all that stuff. But it feels weird graduating without actually graduating. I'd originally planned to go for a bachelor's degree at my school, and I cut it short for not even for this pandemic. It was way before all of this even happened. I decided to cut it short and just graduate with an associate's degree due to personal health reasons. And now I have just been dropped off on the shore of this crazy time, and I'm just trying to survive. That leads into the third thing that this has affected, and that is getting a job. I've been unemployed since around 2017, and while most of that time I was a student, I also did some freelancing around there, but for the most part, I didn't work. I wasn't employed by somebody other than contract work, very short-term contract work. So graduating into this madness has been very difficult, trying to find a job because I don't have much experience, and because I decided to graduate with an associate's rather than a bachelor's, it disqualifies me from a couple other positions that I originally would have qualified for if I were to have finished out my bachelor's degree. So I've been spending a lot of time on Craigslist and on job boards and on forums, just trying to find any job that I can. I've been applying like crazy, and it's been really difficult. I have one connection, which I'm very grateful for, and that is the only job that I have, and it's not enough. I need more. I definitely need more work in order to survive, and my fiance and I have even been talking about the possibility of moving out of Los Angeles and into somewhere more affordable, just simply because both of us are out of work now, and it's very scary, and we don't know how we're going to survive this time. Both of us are in the arts. He is a musician and I am an artist, and so it's hit us pretty hard. I am grateful that Ryan does have a YouTube channel, and that has been helping us a little bit because it's been pretty successful over the last few months. However, YouTube is also losing money in general because of this pandemic, and so we're not getting as much as we had originally anticipated through that. So while at first it was a silver lining that we could have this YouTube channel as income, we're realizing that that is not something that we can rely on anymore, and we're trying to look for other ways to survive. It's crazy, and it's really hard. We don't know what to do. We were building up our lives in anticipation for the work we were going to have and the success that we were hopefully going to find in mid to late 2020, and all of that has stopped. And we were really banking on, okay, we're going to get this house that we can sort of afford, but we will be able to afford it once Jessica graduates. And now we barely have any income, and it's not looking very good for either of us. I've had good and bad days. I've actually had a lot of good days where I feel motivated and I am excited to try new things and to get myself out there. In other days, the weight of the grief of all the things that I've lost and all the things that the world has lost, it really weighs on my shoulders and on my chest. While I try to stay positive, I also want to respect my own emotions and my own process and not push everything down because I did do that for a few weeks, and then it all just came bubbling up in therapy a couple days ago. So moving forward, Ryan and I are getting married sooner than actually we had planned, and we're just taking it day by day. We're just taking it day by day. We're doing the best we can to find work and to stay motivated, stay productive, while also taking care of our mental health and our physical health. And we'll see where this goes. It's really scary, but we'll see where this goes. And that is the end. Thank you for listening.